Let me ask you something. Look at your life right now, your job, your daily routine, the path you are walking on. Now ask yourself, did you choose this or did you just follow it? Because here is a strange truth. Most people are not living in a prison with walls and locks. They are living in a prison made of rules. Rules nobody wrote down. Rules nobody forced on them. And yet, these rules control almost every decision they make. You don't see the bars, so you think you are free. But are you? Think about rules like these. By this age, I should have achieved something. I need a safe career. I cannot disappoint my parents. People like me don't do things like that. If I change my mind now, it means I have failed. I must know exactly what I am doing before I even start. Nobody sat you down and taught you these rules in one lesson. They didn't need to. These rules entered slowly. A comment here, a look of disappointment there. A story you heard about someone who wasted their life trying something different. A teacher who said you were not the academic type. A relative who asked what will people say. One message alone means nothing, but hundreds of small messages repeated over years become something powerful. They stop feeling like opinions, they start feeling like facts about the world. And once a rule feels like a fact, you stop questioning it, you just obey it. This is the real trick of the invisible prison. In a normal prison, a guard watches you. In this prison, you become your own guard. Nobody needs to stop you from leaving anymore because you have already decided the door is locked. So you don't even walk toward it. Let's talk about what this actually costs people. Someone wants to start a small business, but the rule says a safe job is the responsible choice. So they take the safe job. Years pass. The idea is still there, quietly, but now it feels like too late or too risky. Someone wants to say no to a family expectation, but the rule says good sons and daughters don't disappoint their parents. So they say yes again and again until their whole life is built from other people's approval. Someone wants to change their career path completely, but the rule says if you switch now, people will think you failed at the first one. So they stay. Not because they are happy, just because leaving feels like admitting defeat. Notice something here in every example. Nobody is physically stopping these people. There is no wall, no lock, no guard, just a belief. A quiet repeated belief that says, this is not allowed for someone like you. And here is the saddest part. From the outside, these lives can look completely fine. A stable job, a respectable title, a life that makes sense on paper, but inside something feels missing. It feels like wearing clothes that fit someone else's body, not yours. Psychologists have a simple way to describe this. Many of our choices are not really free choices. They're automatic responses to invisible rules we absorbed so early. We forgot we ever learned them. We think we're choosing, we're actually just obeying. Okay, now let's fix this. Because understanding the problem is not enough, you need a method. Here is a simple three-step way to find and question your own invisible rules. Step 1 is to catch the sentence. Invisible rules almost always show up as a sentence in your head. Pay attention this week to any thought that starts with I should, I can't, I have to, or people like me don't. Every time you notice, write it down. Don't judge it yet. Just collect it. For example, I should have a stable career by 25. Write it exactly like that. Step 2 is to ask where it came from. For each sentence, ask yourself one honest question. Whose voice is this? Is this really my belief or did I just absorb it from somewhere? Maybe it came from a parent who was scared of financial insecurity. Maybe it came from a teacher's one comment in 10th grade. Maybe it came from comparing yourself to a cousin at every family function. This step is powerful because you see where a rule came from, stops looking like truth. It starts looking like one person's fear or opinion passed on to you. Step 3 is to test the rule in real life in a small way. This is the most important step, and most people skip it. Don't try to break the rule completely in one big dramatic move. Just test it in a small and safe way. If your rule is I need to know exactly what I am doing before I start, then this week start one small thing without a full plan. Send one message. Take one small step just to prove to your brain that starting without certainty does not actually destroy you. If your rule is I cannot disappoint my family, don't cut ties dramatically. Just say one honest no this week on something small. Notice that the world does not end. This is how invisible rules lose their power. Not through one big rebellion, but through small proofs that the rule was not as true as it felt. Do this for a week and something interesting happens. You start to see your life differently. Not everything you believed about yourself was actually yours. Some of it was inherited like an old habit passed down without anyone checking if it is still made sense. And here is the final thought I want to leave you with. An invisible prison does not need a locked door. If you already believe you are not allowed to leave, you may never even try the handle.